welcome. I'm Eric Miskell with EMSNOW, and welcome to this edition of EMSNOW Up Close. Today, I am speaking with Heike Schlessmann. She's the marketing manager for SEHO Systems in Germany. Heike, welcome. It's good to see you and to have a chance to speak to you today.
Hi, Eric. It's nice to see you here, at least digitally.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I want to talk about the product base and what SEHO is. First, you were at Productronica last week. Everybody's curious with trade shows coming back. Various reports on it, but what was your experience? How was it last week?
It was, actually, it was different, definitely, but still better than expected, to be honest. So what we saw were quite a good frequency of visitors, at least on Wednesday and Thursday. And what we also experienced, everyone who was at the show really had a project. So they had to clarify something, they wanted to get information, they were looking for something new. And finally, to be honest, it's not the quantity, it's the quality of a visitor that makes a show like Productronica really a good show. So we are quite satisfied.
That's what I was hearing, is that while the crowds may have been smaller than years past, maybe it got rid of some people who were just there to sightsee. You have people who were interested and had, like you say, had projects that they were working on. So that's good to hear. And it was good for now. And did you have a full booth and had all your products on demonstration?
We had the same booth size as we used to have in previous years. And we also were able to bring the number of machines we wanted to show at the show, at Productronica. We had to reduce a little bit the size of the machines, so slight limitation in that case, but still we had the number of machines we wanted to have there, and also were able to introduce some new machines and some new production processes. So we were happy with that.
Good. Well, let's talk about those machines. What I like to do is talk about kind of the range of products that SEHO offers to its customers, and maybe start probably what you're best known for, which are the solder solutions. And you do both the wave, the selective, and the reflow, I know. But I also noticed that last week you received an award for Smart Split at the show. Tell us about that. Yeah,
we were very proud of that. Well, Smart Split is actually a new production process that can be used with several of our selective soldering machines. It's a software solution, an intelligent software that controls and coordinates the process flow for different assemblies in mixed operation. That means the various process tasks like flux deposition, for example, the soldering process with up to 6 soldering units. Those process tasks, they are automatically distributed to the available process stations that are integrated in the individual machine. So basically, Smart Split halves the cycle times, also in mixed production, and it turns an efficient system for batch operation into a high mix, high volume selective soldering system by halving the cycle times and without any retrofit works which had to be done. So,
okay. And you said for the selective solder, and is that the Lean Select product line? Is that what we're referring to there?
Actually, it can be used for many of our selective soldering systems. You probably also know the Select line, which is an inline selective soldering systems. What we introduced new at the show is the Lean Select Plus, actually, as you already mentioned. And also Smart Split can be used in that new machine platform. The Lean Select Plus is a selective machine strictly following lean equipment design guidelines. Means operation from the front side. Then for maintenance and setup, you have wide doors at the side, at both sides of the machine, and the back side is closed. So this machine concept is the ideal system for production islands, But, and this is also a key highlight of this machine, it grows with the production requirements. So similar to the Select line, which is for inline applications, also the Lean Select Plus grows with the manufacturing requirements. It's strictly modularly designed. And when the production volume needs to be increased, you just can add additional modules to the machine. And so the machine grows with a production requirement.
Okay, that's interesting. And do you see that as keeping pace with the type of manufacturing that's happening in the industry and what's being required by your customers?
Yeah, you can really start small, and then if a product is needed in higher numbers, you can have an increasing investment, but a structured investment. You don't have to invest right at the beginning when you are looking into a new machine system. You can have that step by step, and the machine grows with the customer requirements.
Yeah, and just out of pure curiosity these days, is selective solder the most popular kind of requested type of soldering over the traditional kind of wave or reflow?
It's it's the most popular one, definitely. We still see very high number of wave soldering systems also. And I think in one of the previous talks you had with our R&D manager, you already talked about the machine highlights we had in wave soldering, like automatic wave height control, like automatic nozzle height adjustment. So we are also doing a lot of R&D work into that field still, because wave soldering, it's not that, it's really still strong, very strong.
Yeah, very good, very good. Well, let's talk about some of the sectors that SEHO may be less well known for,
Yes.
and specifically what you call the Power Vision line. About that.
I'm happy that you're asking, actually, Eric. The Power Vision Aoi system is one of my personal machine favorites in our range of products, to be honest. So the Power Vision Aoi system is a Aoi system which is particularly designed for THT processes. So we don't concentrate or down structure from SMT. We really strictly go into the THT process, because this is our core process. We know what we are doing there. And the Power Vision is a system which really convinces with its flexibility. So on the one hand, you can integrate it directly in any of our selective soldering machines, or it can be used as a standalone module in any automated manufacturing line. It can be flexibly configured for a component placement inspection, for example, in front of a wave or a selective soldering machine. It can be used for solder joint inspection after the wave or selective process, or as a combination of both inspection tasks also combined in the same module to save space. And the system concentrating on THT reliably detects placement defects for example, missing components or polarity of components, and soldering defects such as solder balls, solder bridges, or incomplete solder joints, for example. And also the Power Vision software provides some really cool highlights for analyzing tools, for example. There's, for example, what we call a heat map. That's a visualization of error frequencies based on the geometrical location on the PCB. So basically, this helps a lot to quickly improve the overall production process. Then there is a trend analysis integrated, which helps to optimize quickly the test program itself. And it also allows to program Yudoka key figures. That means the permitted number of consecutive errors before the process will be stopped. So that's all integrated in the basic software, and it's still easy to handle, actually. Even I understand it, and also I'm only a marketing chick, so it's really, it's a great machine, definitely.
Yeah. And it seems like a natural outcome of doing the soldering, right? Is to do the inspection after. It seems like
yes.
evolution.
We know the process and we know where difficulties could arise, and it was a regular step to go into GHT AOI as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As is the other area, the automation technology sign. That seems to be a natural flow of it as well. Tell us about that.
Yes. Actually, automation technology, we saw a clear trend of our customers. They wanted to have complete solutions to get the perfect interaction between humans and the machine. And over the recent years, we successively extended our range of automation solutions. And the products range in the meantime from board handling with conveyor systems to paternoster systems, turn station, lift stations, also automatic transfer stations, up to ergonomically designed workplaces. And the latest additions, which we also showed at Productronica, is a driverless transport system, which brings actually the material to the right place at the right time. And all we do is that we focus on the customer requirements. So all our automation solutions are really adapted to the specific individual customer needs.
That's interesting. And so you can work with a client around whatever solution it is that they need, and you can customize that. And
exactly.
I'm assuming you design, manufacture, and then also install this for them?
Yes, of course. We do the complete service. We have a creative team which support in the planning phase, which give creative input how to solve a particular manufacturing challenge, for example. We do all the manufacturing, all the software, we do the installation, and if needed, we also support customers during their first machine runs in the production. So we are on the customer side from the first step to the last step.
To the last step. That's interesting. Yeah, and I did see a video that demonstrated some of that very nicely, and it shows kind of how I believe it was how the power vision could be at different levels. And
yes, exactly. Exactly, that's the flexibility I meant. You really can configure this standalone power vision module how it is needed for component placement inspection, which would then be on assembly conveyor level. If you only need solder joint inspection, then you would have the module installed on return conveyor level, for example, or, as I said, integrated both inspection tasks in the same module. That's all possible, yes.
Good. Yeah, and for people watching, I'd encourage you to go to the site and look at the videos, make it really come to life very nicely, I think. So well done on those. So, well, tell me, with all these developments and everything happening, it seems like 2021's been ending as a good year for SEHO.
Yeah.
What can we look forward to in 2022 from you?
Yeah, we're working hard on new machines, of course, also on new processes we are developing. We are always in a close contact with our customers, and we're also working in various research groups. So we are always close to new trends which are coming to the industry, and this gives us the opportunity to set those trends very early to real new processes and machines. And that's one of our major advantages, that we are very fast in doing all those things.
Okay. And will you be coming to Apex next year?
We will have a booth there, but it will be done with from our US staff. We have a complete team with sales and service engineers over there in Cincinnati, based in Cincinnati, and they will be there at Apex for any questions which might arise. Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I plan to go down. That's in January, near the end of January this year in San Diego still. So that should be a good one. People here, that's why I was asking about Productronica at the beginning. People here are curious how these bigger shows are going to be done.
Yeah.
And
so from that,
we're all learning from each other on this. So.
Yes, that's true.
Good. Well, Heike, thank you for the time today. I wish you
thank you.
success into the new year. And I know we're ending the year here, so I wish you happy holidays and a good new year as well.
Same to you, Eric. It was nice
Thank
to
you
see
very
you
much.
again.